Yo guys, let's jump straight into the good stuff. The most important question right now is, did Bitcoin top? Then we have another analyst, Crypto Capo. He's still being very persistent in his bearish analysis, saying that, yeah, okay, we do need a little bit more confirmation, but this could be a top. And I think right now it's getting a little bit too much because he's already screaming that Bitcoin is going to 12K since we were actually right here at 16K. So every time we have seen somewhat of a top, we've seen him saying that, yeah, most likely that is the top and we are going to see a further correction. And every time it didn't happen, we didn't went to that 12K. So I think at some point it's also good to have somewhat of an invalidation to say like, okay, whenever this happens, I'm wrong. So yeah, he clearly he's been wrong on this complete move. But I do want to give him the props because he was very accurate, very good with this bear market. And that's also sometimes how it works. Know thyself. You got to know in which market conditions you yourself is a very good trader. So for me, I'm very good at picking bear market bottoms. I picked multiple bottoms, went all in. I'm less good in picking the exact top. I'm too caught up in the euphoria, let's say it like that. And so in two bull markets, I haven't picked the exact top. So definitely trying to work on that. But it's good to know from yourself, like, okay, in this stage of the cycle, I often make mistakes. And in this stage of the cycle, I'm often going crazy and I'm making a lot of profits. Okay, guys. Then when we have a look at Bitcoin, could this actually be the top? Well, we shared this level exactly yesterday over on World Alerts. When Bitcoin was touching this level, we actually shared, okay, this could be a top. Why? Because the stablecoin dominance is touching a massive support right now, and Bitcoin is basically touching the golden ratio from this bigger move, from the top till the lows right here. So this is a significant level, a very significant level. And while touching this very significant resistance level, we do have like bearish divergences over on the daily, positive funding rates. We do have bullish divergences over on the stablecoin dominance chart. So for example, if we go right here to the 6 hour, 8 hour, 4 hour, whatever, we go into support with a potential bullish divergence because the relative strength index is giving a higher low. These are all signs that show us that we might bounce right here in this chart, which means that Bitcoin could get a correction. This is definitely not a certainty, guys, but this is not the moment to enter longs right now on Bitcoin. It is definitely, if you ask me, not the moment. I really want to see this one breaking down before opening, for example, leverage long positions. So definitely important to watch this chart, and this chart give us a little bit extra grip over on what's happening with Bitcoin. If we go to Bitcoin on the 4 hour time frame, guys, we can see that bearish divergence a little bit more clearer right here, that lower high. It doesn't necessarily have to mean anything, yeah? Like there are a lot of bull markets where Bitcoin just throwing bearish divergences and eventually just continues to rally. So that's also definitely possible right here. But for that rally, we do need to break down right here from the stablecoin dominance, which is not impossible, but we are so far still in that structure. So we just have to see how this plays out. The first warning signal for Bitcoin would be a break below this white line. That would be below, let's say, 36,200. But I think the most important one is, of course, the 4 hour EMA ribbon. This is often a very good indicator of where the trend short term is going. So as long as Bitcoin is trading above the 4 hour EMA ribbon, I would argue that Bitcoin is going to continue this uptrend until we are breaking below the 4 hour EMA ribbon. And guys, we got some very bullish news. That is that asset manager BlackRock has seemingly registered an iShares Ethereum trust in the state of Delaware. A filing shows, and this is kind of crazy because Ethereum pumped over 2,000 on that news. It went even to 2,133. We will have a look at the charts. And the crazy thing, guys, is I've already shared this news days before this happened over on World Alerts. So I already made a video stating that if you missed the Bitcoin rally, you right now have to prepare for Ethereum, because Ethereum will go after Bitcoin, and we are already seeing rumors going around of the Ethereum ETF approval by December. I found an article that says that Ethereum ETF has been filed, and that the approval is waiting or pending until the 26th of December. So we are definitely going to hear more from this narrative in the shorter term time frame. And guys, if you want to join Will Alerts as well, you can do so by joining one of these exchanges down below this video. You can find more information on willportal.com/WillAlerts, but here you can basically select the exchange that you want to trade on. Make an account, deposit $100, open your first trade, then submit your user ID, and then from our end we will put you into that Will Alerts Telegram channel. Guys, now let's have a look at Ethereum, because Ethereum has seen a massive breakout right here, which is very beautiful. And we have seen Ethereum against Bitcoin doing really, really well, and Ethereum dominance also doing very, very well. But right now we are a little bit in a difficult, tough spot with Ethereum, if you ask me. Why? Because seasonality is very important, and seasonally we do get a pump in November, which will fully retrace by December. December will mark the exact low, and then we will take off. And let me show you guys. So for example, right here, we have right here, pump in November, bam, dump in December until the end of December, rally at the end of December, right? This is exactly the moment that the ETF approval can become reality for Ethereum. Here also, we have November pump, December dump, but also December bottom, and then massive rally. Here we also have November pump, not so big of a pump, December dump, or also November dump, December dump. And do take in mind, guys, this is the chart against Bitcoin, right? And then we get December rally. Here we also have November pump, then dump, completely retrace, even go lower, and then December bottom, and then rally. Here we have the same, although the November pump is almost nothing, but we did go down until December, and then pump after, like, roughly at the end of December. Guys, this time frame is exactly lining up with the ETF approval news, so maybe we can do something similar, where we have a pump in November, fully retraced by December, and then December get the low, and then get a nice pump. Maybe we even go to these levels, who knows? Right, but seasonality often appears to be a good indicator, and yeah, we might see something like this playing out. But maybe this pump is not over yet. Maybe we still can see a little bit Ethereum going higher. But news that the Ethereum ETF is being filed by BlackRock was already, of course, definitely some bullish news right here. So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, how does this chart look right here? I'm also quite interested in that. So we do have also some bearish divergences, which generally actually don't have to mean anything in the bull market. You gotta be careful. I made a lot of mistakes in 2019 when, was it 2019, when Bitcoin started to rally, and then we had like all these bearish divergences, and I was still in that bear market mindset, like, wow, bearish divergences, hammer, smack the price down. Doesn't happen in the bull market. The bearish divergences can actually be bullish, because when the relative strength index is overbought, you cannot go higher, right? That will really get really dangerous. So it takes time for that relative strength index to retrace. And that comes along with a bearish divergence, because the price consolidates upwards while the RSI momentum indicator like retraces downwards, divergence, but it's actually creating space to break out back up, right? Like, for example, like how we see right here, this was also a bearish divergence. You see, lower high, higher high in the price, right? And then we just create more downward space, of we go more down to create more upward space, and then we get a massive pump. And that's also the dangerous thing, guys. What, for example, Crypto Capo is saying, right? Like, he's saying, like, I had the chances the local top in. Call me crazy, Perma Bear. I'm seeing the exact same thing. Sentiment right now is extremely bullish. Well, that's true. Sentiment is bullish, but in a bull market, the bullish sentiment can go on for a long, long time. Funding rate is positive. He's right. Funding rate is positive. And in a bear market, a positive funding rate smacks the price down. But in a bull market, price can go up very long time with positive funding. It's just, that's funding rates are the most misinterpreted signals. But it's the most important indicator over for crypto trading. And you gotta know for funding rates, and we wrote a lot of articles about that over on Will Portal, also on the Will Portal YouTube channel, we explained it exactly. But with funding rates, you need to know which market conditions are we, and you can view the market conditions by looking at the funding history for the past 2-3 weeks and see what the price has done. Then you can define market conditions, and then you can use the funding to predict. So it's not right. Fear and Greed Index and other indicators confirm this. So yeah, guys, I get his point. It is a crazy market that we are in right now. I even shared it over on Twitter. We got high interest rates, as high as right before the dot-com bubble crash. We got an inverted yield curve, which almost always is followed by a recession. We have a war going on. There is inflation. There are a lot of things going on. The regular financial markets is going down. The Dixie is going up. Gold is going up. The market conditions are very weird because crypto is pumping in these unstable conditions. That's also why so many people are confused. But maybe that is a part of the cycle. I don't know. But so far we can just see that Bitcoin is doing pretty good right here. And still in this uptrend. And let's just say, let's follow the trend until we break something, right? Until we really see, like, okay, we lost the 4-hour EMA. Okay, that's the first signal. We might get some headwinds. We might get a further dump. We might get a further correction. But so far, as we're holding the structure, as we are on this uptrend, let Bitcoin do its thing. Because if you look at the historical side of Bitcoin, you can also see let's just go to the weekly time frame, guys, and let me show you how previous bull market looked. So let's get rid of that EMA ribbon, that yellow rainbow on the chart, and let's zoom a little bit in right here on 2000. This was 2020. Look at this. Week after week after week after week. So here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green weeks in a row. 1 red week. Not a green week, 1 red week, which is like small corrections. 1, 2, 3, 4 green weeks in a row. We get again a correction, but it's not even coming close to the first green candle of that 4 consecutive candles. Then again, 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles. This is crazy price action, right? Like the price just keeps on pumping, and we don't get like these corrections anymore that we have seen early in 2019. These corrections, we don't have that in that bull trend. Bitcoin just continues to go up until it's completely finished right here, and then it starts to slow down momentum and things are starting to correct. So be careful, because if you are not positioned right here, and you right here, for example, all the time waiting for a pullback, and then Bitcoin just goes up and just comes back to the pullback right here, then you still have a higher entry than if you would just bought like when Bitcoin broke out. And that is a bit the crazy part with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is can be very extreme in times, in bullish times, but also in bearish times. As you can see right here, we dropped a crazy amount in a short amount of time, right? So definitely something to watch. Right now, I definitely think Bitcoin is looking bullish. But yeah, we also have to admit we are at key resistance. We are at key resistance in the Bitcoin price. We are at key support in the stablecoin dominance. So that is something we can take into consideration. And if we get further evidence that Bitcoin is losing some support levels, yes, we might have a local top right here. Then we might take some profits, lower the risk, so far. So definitely that's the way I'm looking at the markets. And I think this way what Crypto Capo is doing, it's just, it's kind of wrong, because you just stick to one bias and you just ignore everything else and you just keep on sticking with that bias. And it worked very good in the bear market, but right now when Bitcoin enters really bullish territory, it's not working good. And Yeah, I can already say right now for him it must be a very difficult time, because missing such a rally while you're actually full-time in crypto is really a big thing. Missing a rally maybe even hurts more than being positioned in Bitcoin and Bitcoin crashes. I don't know about you. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below what you think. So yeah, guys, also let me know what you think about Ethereum. Will Ethereum get a correction, or will Ethereum just keep on pumping right here on that ETF news? What's up with Ethereum against Bitcoin? Is this the November pump, and are we going to get the end November, December dump? Or is this thing just going to go up? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to have extra information, guys, on the markets, make sure to join Will Alerts, which you can do basically for free. You just have to be a member of Bybit, BingX, or BitGet, and meet the deposit requirements right here. Submit your user ID on the website. We will put you to that Telegram channel. We are going to upload a lot of altcoins over there short term, because right now we're already seeing some altcoins pop. The altcoins that we've mentioned already are popping, which is very interesting, because liquidity already, Bitcoin, liquidity is going to Ethereum. Right now is the time to go to altcoins. So guys, make sure to join, and I'll see you over there. I want to thank every single one of you for watching this video. If you like this video, drop a thumbs up. If you are new, make sure to subscribe. Wish you all a beautiful day, and hope to see every single one of you in the next video.